Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
"'Tis some asshole knocking at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more."
Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here for evermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating,
"'Tis some asshole seeking entrance at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more."
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer.
"Sir,"
said I,
or "Madam, surely your forgiveness I implore. But the truth is I was reading my old books of yore, and I didn't hear you rapping at the door."
Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more.
Scary skeletons and shivers.
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word,
"Lenore?"
"This," I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word,
"Lenore?"
Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before.
"What now?"
said I.
"Surely that's my window lattice. Let me see then where thereat is, and this mystery explore." "'Tis the wind, and nothing more?"
Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mine of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched, and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my set fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore.
"Though thy crest be short and shaven, thou,"
I said,
"art sure no craven. Ghastly grim and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore, tell me what thy name is."
Quote the raven,
Nevermore.
Much I marvelled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculpted bust above his chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his whole soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered,
"Shoo, shoo, 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 shoo."
Quote the raven,
Nevermore.
"Prophet, thing of evil, prophet still, bird or devil, you really need to fucking go. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form off my door."
Quote the raven,
Nevermore.
and the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight over him streaming throws its shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.